Hello my dear followers, I am excited to be back. So this is the plan for this video. So first of all, my family relocated from Asia to North America. We literally packed everything we have into the boxes and moved from one continent to another. It's been an exciting journey. We visited Hong Kong, we visited Moscow, spent some time in Europe, and one of the highlights of this trip was a visit to Istanbul. We had a chance to see the magnificent Hagia Sophia, the Temple of the Holy Wisdom. If you have never been in Turkey, have never been in Istanbul, this is a place to visit. The city is just packed with historical sites. You will never regret you visited the place. So now, while we were in transition, our numbers on our YouTube channel actually grew. And in the past few weeks, they just skyrocketed and we blasted through that 500 subscribers mark. And now it is the time for me to promote my video course. For those of you who don't know, I have a video course on Biblical Greek Grammar, beginner friendly, and I promised when we reach 500 subscribers, I'm going to run a promo just for the YouTube community. So now is the day. This is the time to get that promotional code. Whether you are my subscriber and waited all this time, or you just stumbled on this video by accident, this is your lucky day. So you go to this link and you will get to the sales page of my video course. And it's actually in the description box below, and enter this promotional code, which will give you a big discount. It's a really good price, so don't miss this opportunity. I'm going to run this promo until the end of September 2019. So if you're watching this video at this time, don't miss this opportunity. Now let's get back to our video lesson. We continue studying prepositions, and this is the preposition ὑπέρ. Let's begin. The preposition ὑπέρ works with two cases, the genitive and the accusative. We have the rough breathing marks, so we pronounce it as ὑπέρ, and the meaning of this preposition depends whether the following word stands in the genitive or the accusative cases. So let's take a look. Ὑπέρ plus genitive means for. There are some other meanings, but this one is the most frequent and should be your first option. For example, ὑπέρ εμού, we see that this word has the genitive ending, so we translate ὑπέρ as for, and we receive for me. Ὑπέρ plus accusative means above, it means beyond or over. For example, ὑπέρ εμέ, we see the accusative case ending, so we receive above me. Now let's go into the Bible and check some examples from the scripture. And the first example is a beautiful text from the Gospel of Matthew. Let's read. Ουκ έστιν μαθητές ὑπέρ των διδάσκαλων, ουδέ doulos ὑπέρ των kyrion autou. So let's begin. Uk means not. It's a negative particle, no or not. Estin is the verb eimi in the third person singular. And here we have our subject, mathetes, which means a disciple. So a disciple is not ὑπέρ των διδάσκαλων. So ὑπέρ, we check the case endings for the following words and we find them right here. It is accusative, masculine, singular. So we translate ὑπέρ as above or beyond. So what we receive is a disciple is not above the teacher or his teacher. We continue. Ουδέ means neither. Neither doulos, a slave. Ὑπέρ των kyrion, the same case ending as right here. So this is the accusative case. We translate ὑπέρ as above again. So neither a slave is above his Lord or his master. A beautiful example from the Gospel of John chapter 10. Let's read. And I lay down my life ὑπέρ των προβάτων. So we need to check the case endings right here. We find them in the genitive plural. Because it's genitive, ὑπέρ means for. Probaton is a word for sheep. So, and I lay down my life for the sheep. Another beautiful example from the Gospel of John, this time chapter 11. This sickness is not unto death, al hyper tes doxas tu theou. So we need to check the case of these words. This is the definite article, and this is the word doxa, which is a feminine noun, which means glory. As you can see, their endings match, and we find them right here in the genitive singular for the feminine gender. And since it's genitive, our preposition means for. So let's put everything together. This sickness is not unto death, but for the glory of God. A very short but powerful example from the book of James, chapter 5. Let's read. Proseucheste hyper allelon. Proseucheste is the imperative verb from proseuchamai, I pray. So here we have imperative, pray. Hyper allelon. Allelon is a pronoun which means each other or one another. We see a very familiar ending for the genitive plural. It's actually masculine right here. So hyper means for, and we receive pray for one another. Luke chapter 16. The sons of this age are wise, hyper tus huius tu photos. So this is our preposition. We need to check the case endings for this definite article and this noun. As you can see, they match, and we find them in the accusative masculine plural. So hyper means beyond or above. So the sons of this age are wise above the sons of light, or they are wise beyond the sons of light. In English, sometimes we will see a paraphrase here. The sons of this age are wiser than the sons of light, but we know where it comes from. It comes from this preposition, and it means the sons of this age are wise above the sons of light. A beautiful example from the book of Philemon. You remember the story. Onesimus, a slave, runs away from his master Philemon, and while he is away, he becomes a Christian. He serves Paul for several years, and now Paul feels he needs to send him back to his master. And so he writes this letter and he gives it to Onesimus, and this is what he says. Uketi hos doulon al hyper doulon adelphon agapeton. So let's begin. Uketi is a beautiful word which means no longer. No longer as a slave. As a slave, doulon means a slave. So he says, Philemon, you need to receive him no longer as a slave, but hyper doulon. Doulon is the same word as here. We find this ending in accusative singular. So hyper means beyond or above. So no longer as a slave, but above a slave. Adelphon agapeton, brother beloved. So Paul urges Philemon to accept Onesimus no longer as a slave, but above a slave, as a beloved brother. And I want to finish with this beautiful example from the book of Romans. It's a very famous Christian text. So, because while we were still sinners, Christos hyperhemon apethenin. Christos means Christ. Hyper plus genitive means for. So Christ for us apethenin, died. So altogether, in English, we receive, because while we were still sinners, Christ died for us. If you enjoyed this video and it helped you to learn, please smash that like button, subscribe to this channel to receive more videos like this. If you have anything to say, feel free to leave a comment down below, or if you have questions, also write it down. I read every single comment and try to reply whenever I have time. Now, don't forget about the promotion of our video course. Share it with your friends. They will only thank you, and I will thank you too. Now, I wish you nothing less than success. Learn Greek, Love God. All the best.